YouTube, Nicole here. This is a video response for skinny me who's having a little bit of trouble with some post-op vomiting. First of all, I knit too. I go to a support group, knitting therapy group every Thursday night. So we have something else in common besides weight loss surgery. So cool. I actually teach crochet at the shop and I love it there. And they've turned me on to my knitting that I haven't done since I was like 8 or 9 years old. But it's my first time doing a garment. I've done some hats and scarves, but it's kind of neat to get back into it. It's taking forever though. Okay, back to your problem. First of all, I have to say I agree with your surgeon. I don't think you probably need the scope just yet. You're only 7 or 8 weeks post-op, and it's very normal to have vomiting at that time. You need to learn your pouch. You need to learn how to work with your pouch to not have that happen, okay? I'm going to give you some suggestions and also explain some of the things that's happened to me. Now, obviously, you need to be able to stay hydrated. It's not good for your pouch to be vomiting and vomiting and vomiting. It's not good for ulcers and all of that kind of stuff. But there might be some things that you're not doing properly that are causing it to happen. And then again, guess what? It may just be your pouch doing that, okay? My pouch I named. Her name is Matilda, after like Matilda the Hun, because she's naughty, she's crazy, and she has a mind of her own. So I gave her a name. So you might want to name your pouch. Okay. For no reason under the sun, I would vomit and froth, bring up that frothy white stuff, water. I'd go days without any problem, and then I'd bring up the tilapia that I had tried, or the tuna, or the egg. I was so frustrated because it was like when I thought I was supposed to be able to advance on to the next thing that was on our nutrition program's plan, my body was like, no, you're not going to do that. I still can't do chicken. I'm almost a year out. I can do very minimal chicken. Now, I can't say never, but it's very finicky what I can get in. I can't just do a grilled chicken on the grill. If I did that, I could take 2 bites and I would be finished. And 2 bites meaning less than 2 teaspoons, okay? You need to remember your pouch, this big. It is 30 mLs, 1 ounce. It can't take a lot. It's like 2 tablespoons, I think, that you can take at a time. You can't drink 15 minutes before your meal, and you can't drink until, 15 minutes before your meal, and you can't drink until 30 minutes after your meal. Golden rule. All weight loss gastric bypass patients should be doing this, and we need to do this for the rest of our life. I know lap band patients have to even do it longer before and after because of the way their situation works, where they can just flush theirs right through their pouch. At least with us, we malabsorb, so we don't have to be as stringent with it. But I think sometimes we forget. We pick up that drink of water that we know we have to get in because we're behind. We start to drink, and next thing we know, we're puking, okay? So with the drinking, we have the responsibility to follow the rules so that we won't exacerbate or have problems with our pouch. But the reality is the pouch sometimes has a mind of its own. So what might work today, tomorrow isn't going to work, or vice versa. Some days I can have a scrambled egg. Some days, if I put 2 bites of that scrambled egg in, I'll throw up. And I've learned to appreciate Matilda now so that I know, and I'm like, And my daughter knows too. She looks at me and she's like, Mom's not going to get that in. So you have to change up what you're going to do. The other thing is you talked about having a cup next to you. I drove around with a cup in my car for months. I no longer do it because I've learned how to stop before I get to that point. I know when I'm going to get stuck or something's not going to work. There are times when I'm able to get in like a teaspoon or so of rice, or I can get in a little tiny bite of some pasta in soup for some reason, but I can't just eat dry pasta. I tried the other day and it just wouldn't go down. So I follow a no white sugar, no white flour diet, no bread. I had to give up my bagels. I do no regular types of chips or things like that. I don't do regular pretzels. I do the pretzel flips. I'll have 5 of them with whatever protein I'm going to do. It might be like some tuna salad on top of it. I might do peanut butter on top of it. I do brie with apples, and I take lots of brie and I slice up my apples, or I do peanut butter on apples. That's another way to get protein in. Something else is I do the shrimp cocktail. For some reason, if I do grilled shrimp, it doesn't go down as well. I think it's too dry, and Matilda doesn't like dry things. She likes moist things. So I take shrimp cocktail and I dip it each one of the little tails into the cocktail thing. Put it on a little tiny plate. Put some Old Bay on it, and I go to town. Each meal is supposed to take 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's a long time to finish a little tiny 3 ounces of food. Fingernail sized bites. You take a bite the size of your pinky fingernail, and then you have to chew it 30 times. That's a lot of time spending trying to get that food in. If you go too fast, you're going to vomit. It's a reality. What you're experiencing is what we'll call early dumping. It's like your body's not going to let it even get to the pouch. Sorry, or it gets to the pouch, but guess what? It's not going down any farther than that. Late dumping, of course, is when that fat, you've had too much fat in, too much carbs, or too much sugar. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. You coming up? You coming up? You going to be in the picture? Anyway, sorry about that. So the point that I have to make is, and I hope I'm hitting everything for you. And if you want to private message me, I hope this helps. I think it's normal what you're going through. I think that you didn't really explain how or when it happens, but it's pretty normal to have it happen. I thought that I was having too much vomiting, and I called up my program and I said, I can't get my protein in. We have to get in 90 grams of protein for the whole first year post-operatively. And I was like, I can't get in 90. And they said, Nicole, it's your job. You don't have a choice, or you will end up with an NG tube or a G tube. So you had better get the protein in. I used a protein supplement from now I use a protein supplement, I should say, from bariatriceating.com. They're ready to drink proteins. I cannot drink any of the other proteins. I tried Cytomax, got sick, can't stand it. Would at the very end, I would bring up that leftover protein that like coats your side of your mouth. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do Nectar. Couldn't do the stuff from GNC. Couldn't do the stuff from the Vitamin Shop. Just now am I able to drink protein. And I drink the Believe, and then they have a new chocolate smoothie from Bariatric Eating. The only disadvantage from ordering the ready-to-drink proteins from them is you do have to pay for shipping. But for me, it's worth it. I got to do it. The other thing is that I've had negative comments about this, but if you can find it, this is another solution. I drink Carb Countdown Hood supplement milk. It's 3 grams of sugar, 3 grams of carbs in 1 cup. I drank 2 cups every morning and 2 cups at bed. My nutritionist said, this is what you got to do. You can't drink regular milk, can't drink regular skim milk, drink the Carb Countdown. I put in Walden Farms chocolate syrup, which is no sugar, no calories, no gluten, no sugar alcohols or anything. And I put that in. It's a NutraSweet based product though. And I put it into my Hood milk, and I still drink that once a day. I don't have to drink it twice a day anymore, but I do drink it once a day. Put the melted cheese, or put the cheese into soups. Put it into the chili. Do the best you can to get the things out of there. Try the Wendy's chili with extra cheese. Get the cheese in, okay? I know you said you're eating a lot of cheese. Go with it, okay? Keep going with that Fage or the Okish yogurt. The Greek yogurts are also really, really good for you. Good luck. I hope it works. I hope it helps. Let me know, okay? And I'll say a little prayer for you, hon. Bye, Skinny.